This is Dr. Ruth Westheimer.
You're listening to Reminiscing with PT and OZ.
Because you're mine, I walk the line.
I got my Bucky's hat on and Coca-Cola shirt. I'm supporting the Bucky's. And
I'm Johnny Cash.
you're supporting Sun Studios
Hi, I'm Johnny Cash.
and RHINO Records. So we got Super Hits of the 70s, Have a Nice Day, and we're doing Volume 4 and Volume 5 today. So,
And this,
hey,
we're PT
excitement.
and OZ.
Yeah,
and
we're that too.
We're doing it right here in the back, behind. What does that say?
PT and OZ.
Rocking the old PT and OZ are
Yeah, and
reminiscing. One of the-
I got it adjusted this time so you can see mine too, because before
Oh, okay.
all you could see was PT, you couldn't see OZ.
Okay.
So hey, I got to make sure.
Well, PT was fine.
Yeah,
You didn't have to go anywhere
I'm
else.
sure it was. Yeah. Oh look, it's there. No, it's not. Oh well.
Here
I
we
don't-
go.
For some reason, I can't get this one hard drive to work, but oh well. Anyway, what we're doing is we're reminiscing with the super hits.
Super hits of the
70s,
70s.
and we're on volume
RHINO,
4. Okay, volume 4. There it is.
Volume 4.
All right.
You got it there, and we got it here.
All right. Yellow River and then Rose Garden are the two.
It was
we're
Yellow
gonna do.
River. Christie?
Christie, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Very
Hey,
good.
what do you know
Very
about
good.
that?
Good job.
Hey, all right.
Good job. So you ready to want to do that? You ready to go?
Go ahead. Yeah, hit
All right.
Christie. See what Christie does.
All right. So it's gonna have
Meanwhile, I'll look it up.
it's gonna have to load up first because I didn't load the.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that'll give me time to look up Christie.
There we go.
There we go.
promised you a rose garden along with the sunshine. There's gotta be a little rain sometime. When you take, you gotta give, so live and let live or let go. I beg your pardon. I never promised you a rose garden. I could promise you things like big diamond rings, but you don't find roses growing on stalks of clover. So you better think it over. Well, if sweet talking you could make it come true, I would give you the world right now on a silver platter. But what would it matter? So smile for a while and let's be jolly. Love shouldn't be so melancholy. Come along and share the good times while we can. I beg your pardon. I never promised you a rose garden along with the sunshine. There's gotta be a little rain sometime. I beg your pardon. I never promised you a rose garden. I could sing you a tune and promise you the moon, but if that's what it takes to hold you, I'd just as soon let you go. But there's one thing I want you to know. You better look before you leap. Still waters run deep, and there won't always be someone there to pull you out. And you know what I'm talking about. So smile for a while and let's be jolly. Love shouldn't be so melancholy. Come along and share the good times while we can. I beg your pardon. I never promised you a rose garden along with the sun.
Sorry about that. I'm
You gotta bring a little
cleaning my
rain
glasses
sometime.
so I can read.
Oh, okay. Well,
Oh
in
boy,
the
that didn't
meantime,
do any good.
I'll read this to you about Rose Garden. It says, Joe South, we know who that is, who had scored in 1969 the hit Games People Play, landed an even bigger hit with Lynn Anderson's Rose Garden. The song topped the country charts for 5 weeks and climbed to number 3 on the pop charts. So that's pretty
What
good.
did he have to do with it?
He wrote it.
Oh, he wrote the damn song.
Yeah,
Joe
Joe
South.
South.
Okay, it's got it right here.
Okay. And then we did, of course, before that was
Number
Yellow
3.
River.
Number 3 in 71. Okay, Yellow River, Christie. Naturally, they're from England. Bakley's, one of the group's name is Bakley. His brother Alan was a member of the Tremolos. You remember the Tremolos?
right.
Okay. That's all it says.
And I got here, it says Christie, an English trio,
Mm-hmm.
fronted by Jeff Christie,
Mm-hmm.
climbed to number 23 on November of 1970
Yep.
with the upbeat Yellow River.
Yep.
The Glass Bottle, an American group. Oh, fronted them. I don't know. So I guess that was the name of the band that fronted them.
I don't know.
The Brass Bottle. That's what it says here anyway. On these wonderful, wonderful inserts of super hits of the 70s. Have a nice day.
Hey.
What?
Yeah, give me that. Give me that.
Okay.
Never mind.
What?
Okay, go forward.
Okay.
Forward.
Forward, as they say. What?
That away.
That way. Exit stage left. Okay. All right, here we go. For the good times.
Now what are we doing? Oh, okay.
I thought we were playing another
Right.
song.
Yeah, okay. Let me know when you're going to do these
song
things,
written
will
by
ya?
Chris Christopherson.
Okay.
Don't look so sad. I know it's over, but life goes on, and this old world will keep on turning. Let's just be glad we had some time to spend together. There's no need to watch the bridges that we're burning. Lay your head upon my pillow. Hold your warm and tender body close to mine. Hear the whisper of the raindrops blowing soft against the window, and make believe you love me one more time. For the good time. I'll get along. You'll find another, and I'll be here if you should find you ever need me. Don't say a word about tomorrow or forever. There'll be time enough for sadness when you leave me. Lay your head upon my pillow. Hold your warm and tender body close to mine. Hear the whisper of the raindrops blowing soft against the window, and make believe you love me one more time. For the good time.
Take the ribbon from my hair, shake it loose and let it fall, laying soft against your skin, like the shadows on the wall. Come and lay down by my side till the early morning light. All I'm taking is your time. Help me make it through tonight. I don't care what's right or wrong, and I won't try to understand. Let the devil take tomorrow. Lord, tonight I need a friend. Yesterday is dead and gone, and tomorrow's out of sight. And it's sad to be alone. Help me make it through tonight. it's sad to be alone. Help me make it through the night. I don't want to be alone.
I don't want to be alone. That's why we have PT and OZ.
Help me make it through the night.
Almost hit it.
Sammy Smith, born Jewel Fay Smith in 1943 in Orange, California, raised in Oklahoma, died of emphysema in 2005 at the age of 51, country singer, charted 37 country hits from 1968 to 86.
No, see, I don't remember that one.
Help Me Make It Through the Night was her big pop hit.
Pop hit, okay.
Yeah.
Because,
Which
then-
you mentioned was also written by Chris Christopherson.
yeah, so it's got here, pop fans were able to find relief from the headlines by checking out a man who was who had landed as a much important new songwriting voice in years, Chris Christopherson. 3 Christopherson songs were giant hits written or within just a few months in 1971. Ray Price's For the Good Times, which we heard, Sammy Smith's Help Me Make It Through the Night, and of course Janis Joplin's Me and Bobby McGee.
Well,
All
quite
3
a
songs-
difference between
Yeah,
the
yeah.
first two and that last one, isn't there?
Yeah. All 3 songs were nominated for the Best Country Song Grammy in 1971. For the Good Times, one of the Love Lies in the Battle. Anyway, we won't go on from there. But
Well, and Sammy Smith, she was nominated country song. The Help Me Make It Through the Night was the country song, country female vocal, and Hall of Fame CMA Single of the Year.
yeah,
So she did pretty good on that one.
well, and so did Christopherson for that
Helped
too.
her right out on that one.
Yeah, because that's kind of what started his whole writing career. Well, not necessarily, because I think Johnny Cash was the first with Sunday Morning Coming Down.
I don't know if it was first or not, but
I think it was before '71.
it's
but
the
anyway.
first time I heard it was when Johnny sang.
Yeah. But also we talked about before. I think we talked about before about Bobby McGee, that a lot of other artists tried to make that a hit, and I guess Jerry Lee Lewis did okay with it, right?
Yeah, he did it okay when in his country. All the singles he did in the country, it was a standard for him
Okay.
in his style type of thing.
I
And
know.
that was on the Smash label back when he went to Smash.
Yeah. Because I know
He
when
stopped banging the piano then.
Best start. Okay. Here's another great writer in this next song.
So wait a minute, we didn't talk about Ray Price.
Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Okay, Ray Price, born in 33 in Louisiana. Oh, wait a minute. I'm in Lloyd Price.
Okay.
Let's go to Ray Price. Born in Perryville, Texas, raised in Dallas, Texas. Died of pancreatic cancer in 2013, age 87. Country singer known as Cherokee Cowboy. Charted 109 country hits from 1952 to 89.
Well, you've heard some of his early stuff that he did
Mm-hmm.
when he first started out. That was country. When he did Help Me Make It Through the Night, that was or not Help Me, but For the Good Times, that was a little more Frank Sinatra style, I think. Anyway.
Well, his first charted song in the pop charts was My Shoes Keep Walking Back to You. Remember that one?
Oh yeah.
That
yeah.
was a big country hit.
Yeah, my
Then
dad
City
loved Ray
Lights,
Price.
City Lights, he
Yeah.
did that. That was written by Bill Anderson.
Did
Then
do,
he did Invitation to the Blues. That was written by Roger Miller. Make the World Go Away, he wrote that.
Oh, he wrote that?
That's
Perry,
what it says
because
here.
Perry Como did that one too, right?
And For the Good Times, down here, Chris Christopherson. Chris Christopherson also wrote I'd Rather Be Sorry for him. See, Mac Davis wrote The Lonesomest Lonesome.
He had a lot of good writers for him. No
Yeah, and
wonder he
his
did so well.
breakout hits were That's All That It Matters, The Same Old Me, One More Time, Old Friends with Roger Miller and Willie Nelson,
Yeah.
Crazy Arms, and Heartaches by the Number.
Oh yeah,
Quite
Heartaches
a
by the
career.
Number. That was quite a big hit for him too, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, not him. That was done by,
Heartaches
Oh,
by
what was-
the Number.
Ah.
Trouble by the Score. Yeah, I remember the song. I just can't remember who sang it.
I can't either.
Yeah.
Not Charlie
We'll have to
Pride.
look it up. But anyway,
Anyways,
Anyway, this next song we're gonna play is one of my favorite writers too. Is Jerry Jeff Walker,
Okay.
who just passed away recently. You know what song I'm talking about?
Nope.
It was one of his biggest songs he ever wrote, I think. So here we go. You
He
ready?
didn't sing it though.
No, he did sing it. It
Oh, he
became a country hit for him. Don't spit your gum out.
It's better than something else. Go ahead.
All right. Know it?
I knew a man, Bojangles,
That's right,
and he
Bojangles.
danced for you in worn-out shoes, silver hair and ragged shirt and baggy pants, the old soft shoe. He jumped so high, so high, and then he lightly touched down. I met him in a cell in New Orleans. I was down and out. He looked to me to be the eyes of age as the smoke ran out. He talked of life, Laugh clicked his heels and stepped. He said his name, Bojangles, and he danced a lick across the cell. He grabbed his pants and feathered stance, whoa, he jumped so high. And then he clicked his heels. He let go a laugh, he let go a laugh. Shook back his clothes all around. Mr. Bojangles, Mr. Bojangles, Mr. Bojangles, dance. He danced for those at minstrel shows and county fairs throughout the South. He spoke through tears of 15 years how his dog and him traveled about. The dog up and died, he up and died. After 20 years he still grieves. He said I dance now at every chance in honky-tonk for drinks and tips, but most of the time I spend behind these county bars, 'cause I drinks a bit. He shook his head, and as he shook his head, I heard someone ask him, please, please, Mr. Bojangles, Mr. Bojangles, Mr. Bojangles, dance. Wop, ba-da-ba-da, wop, 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 wop. 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 Sweet Mary sent a letter to me. She said to hurry home, I need you right away. I've got a stomach full of love and I'm all alone. Oh,
They're playing the heck out of that wood block.
What's a wood block? Right here.
Anyway, yeah.
Anyway,
Wood. That's something we thought was funny anyway.
so do you remember Waka Flocka Flame?
No.
You know, you didn't play music from 2010. You don't remember Waka Flocka Flocka Flame?
Whatever you just said, yeah. No.
Yeah. Born Juaquin Malphurs, and I wouldn't even know how to start pronouncing that.
No.
In Queens, New York, raised in Riverdale, Georgia, a male rapper.
Okay. That's probably why I don't know it.
And they had No Hands was their big hit. Anyways,
Well, I got a kick out of one of the other rap songs that became a big country hit is Tipsy. I mean,
who?
Tipsy.
I haven't been that in a long time.
I know, right? Well, yeah. Well, anyway, yeah, that one song, Tipsy. I used to play that all the time in Dreamer's Bar.
You must have been playing to a different crowd than I played to.
But anyway, it's a big country hit now. Only, of course, it doesn't sound like the rap hit that was in sometime in the 2000s. Anyway, I don't even know what day it was. But anyway, we're talking about
Wadsworth Mansion,
right.
pop rock band formed in Los Angeles, California. Brother Steve something, I'm not going to try to pronounce that last name either, and Mike, with Wayne Gagnon, guitar, and John Poole on bass. They did that Sweet Mary, made number 7.
I think it was. He spit your gum out again.
I don't know what came out.
Well, a name like Wadsworth. What was it? Wadsworth Mansion.
That's what I spit out.
Yeah,
My
yeah.
Wadsworth.
Wadsworth Mansion.
Mansion.
I mean, nobody's going to remember that name.
No,
Anyway. Yeah.
I
so-
remember the song, but
Yeah.
I had to hear it to say, oh yeah, I remember.
And that was definitely a one-hit wonder on
definitely. They
yeah.
disappeared after
on
that.
the Have a Nice
completely.
Day CDs. We're doing volume number 4 right now. Mr. Bojangles, of course, I got all kinds of stories about that. I mean,
Go for it.
Well, we actually, because when I was a kid, I had it, and I was 45. And the flip side was this guy that I guess they thought was Mr. Bojangles, who was playing the harmonica for his dog Teddy. Play the harmonica, or sing for us, Teddy.
And on Jerry Jeff Walker, on his song, they got him talking at the end doing this.
Oh, do they?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what I missed on this. It says prologue, Uncle Charlie and his dog Teddy.
Yeah, Uncle Charlie and his dog Teddy.
So that's in there.
Yeah.
Maybe it's at the beginning.
It's at the beginning on the 45.
Album version of Nutty Dirty.
Gritty Dirt Band.
At the beginning of that, they have that prologue in there.
Yeah.
They didn't for the single here, though.
Yeah, well, they did it on the 45, but you flipped the B-side. The
okay.
B-side had it
All
on.
right. Okay.
So, anyway, what it says here about the Niggery Dirt Band, Mr. Bojangles, which was released in the top 10 February of 1971, also reflected the period's mellow folk pop, and the song, which it was a minor chart hit for Jerry Jeff Walker, who wrote it, and Bobby Cole. I'm not sure who Bobby Cole was. And it was the Dirt Band's only top 10 hit. But of course, the Dirt Band just changed it to Dirt Band and went country anyway.
Yep. And they had some hits there.
Yeah.
It also says, see Steve Martin's King Tut. Now, I don't know
Well, I know.
what that's got to do with
Well,
it.
you remember Jim Stafford?
Yeah.
Yeah, he did a version of Mr. Bojangles too, and he played the old guy.
Oh, okay.
Talking about stuff. So, anyway.
That made the Grammy Hall of Fame
Yeah.
in 1971, made number 81 for all-time Grammy hits.
Yeah, that was the first song that I ever heard by Jerry Jeff Walker, and then Jerry Jeff Walker had a song on a old, what was it? What are those? As seen on TV, albums that they used to put out. Not the RHINO, but the KTEL record.
It took you that long.
I
to come up with that
know.
one?
KTEL Records, yeah. Anyway, there was another one on there by Jerry Jeff Walker, which was L.A. Freeway. And that was a mediocre.
sounds familiar.
It was a mediocre hit. And but anyway, when I was in tech school, that's when a friend of mine loved Jerry Jeff Walker and turned me on to Jerry Jeff, man. Anyway, he just died not too long ago in Lutenbach, Texas, or Austin, Texas, or somewhere in Texas. There's a song I always liked that people really didn't know what they were talking about, except
Hang on
for
a
people in
minute.
the 70s. What are you looking up? L.A. Freeway? That was Jerry Jeff Walker. He didn't write it, though. He didn't write
No.
that one.
Steve Martin, King Tut.
Oh.
No, I was looking up because they
Yeah,
mentioned
yeah,
that.
yeah.
Okay. Steve Martin, King Tut. Steve Martin and the Toot Uncommons. The Toot Uncommons is actually the Nitty Ditty Gurt.
Oh, Nitty Gritty
Okay.
Dirt Band. That's right.
Okay.
He did play with them a lot.
Yeah, that's
When
what
he
I
played
wanted
the-
to find out.
he played the
yeah.
banjo. Yeah,
Yep.
I forgot about that. All right.
Okay. I had to find out.
Yep. So shall we move on?
Well, might just as well. We got to be here. You know what I mean?
I like this one. One toke over the
One
line.
tilt over the line. Yep.
One toke over the line, sweet Jesus. One toke over the line. Sitting downtown in a railway station. One toke over the line. Waiting for the train that goes home, sweet Mary. Hoping that the train is on time. Sitting downtown in a railway station. One toke over the line. Ooh, do you love? I hope it's me. I've been changing, as you can plainly see. I felt the joy and I learned about the pain that my mama said. If I should choose to make a part of me, it surely strike me dead. And now I'm one toke over the line, sweet Jesus, one toke over the line. Sitting downtown in a railway station, one toke over the line. Waiting for the train that goes home, sweet Mary, hoping that the train is on time. Sitting downtown in a railway station, one toke over the line. I sail away, here
pushing. Put your head. What are you almost done? All right, he's hooking up our cowbell because we want to have our cowbell hold right here, and then we can play our cowbell. Oh, you can just put this. You can put this right through the. Oh, no, maybe not. But see, you got the screw on the end there. Right.
Oh, wait a minute. Give me the bell.
All right.
Big enough.
Oh, it's not.
Not big enough.
Oh well.
Okay.
All right. I'll turn your mic on.
What's next?
Oh. Anyway.
Oh no, I don't want to sit in that.
No. I was just gonna say about one choke over the line. It was.
We both are that right
yeah,
now.
right. One choke over the line.
I don't know how many times I played that song in the old days.
Oh yeah, it reflected the old post-hippie ethic, including Brewer and Shipley's mellow country accented one choke over the line. The song was also one of the most blatant songs about marijuana, used to become a major pop hit. So
That's
if people didn't know what toke was back there in the 70s, then
I didn't know what it was for a long time.
no.
Give me one toke.
Yeah, one toke over the line. Yeah.
I had one too many. We used to. I don't know how many times I played that song at Hippie Dale's reception.
The whole name of Hippie Dale kind of gives you the whole thing right there. Don't
Yeah, Brewer and Shipley, one toke over the line. Jerry Garcia's of Grateful Dead playing steel guitar,
it? Yeah, and see, I can see that being like a Grateful Dead tune.
and they don't. They just give the band name from California, and that was it.
Yeah.
They had two other songs hit the charts in '71 and '72. Then bunk,
Yeah.
gone.
The same with Ocean. There's not a whole lot about that one either, is there?
No, the
They don't even
Ocean.
say much in here about him.
Nope. They're from Canada. Same thing. And that put.
What? You swallow your gum?
It's all that chicken tenders I ate.
He swallowed his gum.
I told you
Oh,
it was going to come
Oh,
up.
the chicken. Oh, okay.
Put Your Hand in the Hand made number 2, and that was it. They had 3 other songs hit in '71 and '72, just like Brewer and Shipley, and that was it. They were gone.
It says
Doesn't say
here,
another thing about them.
about a polished with a twinge of folk rock texture. Okay, whatever. Anyway, that was a writer thinking, what can I say about a band that really has nothing to say about?
I know. What are you going to say about it?
Yeah,
They filled in with a couple of good songs.
yeah. Well, this next song was I thought one of the sexiest songs of the 70s back in the day. And it's not Pillow Talk, because that was another one.
That was by Sylvia.
Sylvia, yeah. Here we go. This is remember Stay a While?
Yeah, Stay a While, yeah. What group was it again?
Oh, I've got to look now.
Yeah,
The Bells.
The Bells. I'm going to stay a while.
Into my room he creeps without making a sound. Into my dreams he peeps with his hair all long and hanging down. How he makes me quiver
stardust, we are golden, and we've got to get ourselves back to the garden. Then can I walk beside you? I have come here to lose the smog, and I feel just like a cog in something turning. Well, maybe it's the time of year, or maybe it's the time of man, and I don't know who I am, but life's for learning. We are stardust, we are golden, and we've got to get ourselves back to the garden. celebration. And I dreamed I saw the bombers riding shotgun in the sky, turning into butterflies above our nation. We are stardust, we are golden, and we've got to get ourselves back to the garden. We are stardust, we are golden, and we've got to get ourselves back to the garden. We are stardust, we are golden, and we've got to get ourselves back to the garden.
There you go. That was it.
That was it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which we can't figure out because it's a Matthews Southern
Comfort.
and you know it was done in the 70s.
And it's not in Joel Whitburn's book. It's in the index.
And of course, that was a song that was written by Joni Mitchell. It was also made a hit by Crosby, Stills, Nash and Young.
And the assembled multitude.
Yeah.
And it's got down here that Joni Mitchell, Crosby,
Crosby Stash.
Stash, Thread, whatever it is. But it does, in the Matthews Southern Comfort.
Hmm.
Well, what's wrong? How come that wouldn't show up? We spelled Matthews right.
Yeah. I was going to look it up. I was going to Google it.
Number 23 and 71, so it made the top 40.
Oh, it was. Did make top 40. Here, I got it. Matthews Southern Comfort right here. British country rock, folk rock band formed in 1970. Former Fairport Convention singer
Okay.
Ian Matthews. The original lineup consisted of Matthews lead guitar, Mark Griffins, later became a bass player with the Shadows and Everly Brothers, rhythm guitarist Carl Barnwell, bass player Pete Watkins, drummer, and Roger Swallow, and pedal steel guitar was Gordon Huntley. Watkins and Swallow left the band after a few weeks and was replaced by bass player Andy Lee. Blah blah blah. Okay.
I just found out why.
Why?
It's under Ian Matthews.
Ian Matthews.
Yeah.
Oh.
You just mentioned his name, and I saw his name here. Oh, there it is, Woodstock.
Okay.
Yeah. Born Ian Matthews MacDonald from Lincolnshire, England. Founder of Fairport Convention. So he is the founder of that, and Matthews Southern Comfort.
Mm-hmm.
A&R for Island and Windham Will record labels. Island, you got a couple of, not Rod Stewart, Elton John songs on Island.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. Yeah, this one reached the top 10 in the UK.
And they did a song, he did a song called Shake It in 79. It hit number 13.
Yeah. So, I mean, they did well in the UK. And so in the
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. There we go.
Now we know why.
Yeah,
Instead of
couldn't
Matthews.
find it.
I know it.
I looked at that book.
You happened to mention David Ian or Ian, and I
yeah.
remembered seeing him in the Matthews section. I said, "Wait a minute."
Oh, okay. Seems odd to put it under his first name, though. Usually it's always the last name, but.
Yeah.
Oh,
Then you got the Bells.
Yeah, Stay a While.
Jackie Ralph,
I love how they put it here. The
Cliff
quivering,
Edwards.
the quivering Stay a While, the record which featured lead singers Jackie Ralph and Cliff Edwards
Yep.
talk singing over spare. You know, it's like she was not a singer. I actually got the record.
Oh, Jackie Ralph was the female. Okay. Oh, Jackie, Jacki. All right. All right. Got it. Got it. I see that.
Yeah.
Stay a While. That was it. Ken Tobias wrote the song. Backside was Sing a Song of Freedom on the Polydor label, very big label.
Yeah, Polydor. Like I say, I have the. What was the other song that they made a semi-hit with?
They didn't.
They didn't.
No, Fly a Little White Dove.
Yeah, fly, little white dove,
Well, it
fly.
hit number 95. And
Really?
yeah.
I love that song too, though.
Well, that didn't. Just because you like it
Fly,
doesn't mean
little white dove, fly.
Yeah, okay.
Way up
Well,
high. Oh,
I
sorry.
can understand why.
You still find your change
You know,
for the
I'm gonna
cowbell?
see if I can find something to hang you with.
There you go. All right. Anyway, Silver Bird.
Anyway,
You know,
Silver Bird.
You knew who sang that one? That was Mark Lindsay's other song besides Arizona. But
Oh,
it wasn't a big hit, but it was his next release.
oh, that's what's playing now.
Yeah,
Under Mark Lindsay.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
Get aboard the Silver Bird, departing gate 19. Satisfy your ultimate mind, trying out a dream. Your sign is Capricorn in every corner of your mind. Says you'll remain my friend until you're mine. Silver bird, fly my lady away. Silver bird, take her over the bay. Silver bird, give my lady a ride, and let her go see what's on the other side. Silver bird, fly my lady away. Pretty bird, today is a day. Lone rangers and strangers will knock at her door, but I know my baby's no baby no more. Silver bird, fly my lady away. Pretty bird, today is a day. When you come home, my crazy heart will greet those silver wings. Your pet dog will remember you, and I'll carry your things. We'll catch your running makeup, and you will look just fine. And you remain my friend until you're mine. Silver bird, fly my lady away. Silver bird, take her over the bay. Silver bird, give my lady a ride, and let her go see what's on the other side. Silver bird, fly my lady away. Silver bird, today is a day. Silver bird, give my lady a ride, and let her go see what's on the other side. Got no time to stop and speak to friends passing by. Got no strength to wipe away the tears from my eye. I don't care what's going on. Only know she's gone and the sun don't shine anymore. And I don't feel fine anymore, 'cause she ain't mine anymore. No, I don't feel fine anymore. I ain't got time anymore. Seems to be such sadness now in each place I go. Other people laughing, still I just wouldn't know. Never stop to see who's there. Once I used to care, but the sun don't shine anymore, 'cause she ain't mine anymore. And I don't feel fine anymore. No, I ain't got time anymore. I ain't got time anymore. I can't get used to being left on my own. It takes up all my time just trying to be alone. Used to take an interest in the state of the world. Now I only know how much I'm missing that girl. Hope the world will understand. I can't lend a hand 'cause she ain't mine anymore. And I don't mean mine anymore, 'cause she ain't mine anymore. And I don't feel fine anymore. No, I ain't got time anymore, 'cause she ain't mine anymore. And I don't feel fine anymore, 'cause she ain't mine anymore. No, I ain't got time anymore. She ain't mine anymore. And I don't feel fine anymore.
Dinner bell. Chow is on.
That's PT and OZ coming on strong, like with big bells.
But let you stay away
Excuse
from
me?
it though.
I know,
It
right,
fell
already-
once.
Already fell once on us.
You want some chain? You want some chain? You got a pocket watch or something?
Oh my. Anyway.
Oh no!
Okay, so
Hey, get up here!
see what I put up with? Ain't got time anymore. Glass Bottle, short-lived American pop band fronted by Gary Chris, which recorded a couple of records in the first half of the 1970s. But you got more, don't you, on them?
No, that's it.
That's it?
That's
Same
it.
thing? All right.
Oh,
And the Glass Bottle was kind of taken from Spin the Bottle, so they called themselves the Glass Bottle. I thought that was David Gates from Bread, though. It kind of sounded like him when it started off. And
Yeah.
before that was Silver Bird, Mark Lindsay.
and we already talked about Mark Lindsay from Paul Revere.
Paul Revere and the Raiders. He was the lead.
I know.
It'll be okay.
You son of a gun.
Anyway,
Okay.
yeah, Paul Lindsay was from Paul Revere of the Raiders.
You spit it out now.
Lead singer and also the bass player, I think, the way he was. But anyway, then he went on his own and didn't do all that great. Did Arizona and Silver Bird and
Silver, that was all
about
for the
it.
top 40. Yeah.
yeah.
And it was all done in 71.
Well, I think it's because they listened to him and instead of doing rock and roll, he did those ballad type
Mhm.
songs and. The same thing that happened to Peter Cetera. He started doing those ballad songs, and you didn't hear much. Well, he did quite a few, so I can't say that. But anyway,
And the grass won't pay no mind. He did that in 70, and it's written by Neil Diamond.
oh really?
Yeah, and then his next one is Problem Child. That was Mac Davis. And Been Too Long on the Road, written by David Gates.
Okay.
So there's a couple of names in there and some of the songs he did.
So David Gates has been around forever. It's kind of funny that we didn't realize he was making songs back in the '60s.
Well, yeah, because he was with Steve Alaimo.
Okay.
And Steve and Chuck brothers, he's the one, Chuck Alaimo's the one that's got some real rare MGM
Okay. Of course.
Local 66 and stuff like that. And then, of course, Steve Alaimo had a couple of hits. Forgot the label he was on. Brunswick, I think it was.
Okay.
Maybe it wasn't Brunswick, but
But yeah, David Gates, of course, he was with the band Bread. So
Okay, it doesn't
had,
say
had
that
a lot
here.
Of, had a
Who?
lot of hits.
What?
Yeah, Bread had a lot of hits. Baby, I'ma want you. Baby, I'ma need you.
Oh, David Gates, yeah.
Yeah.
Steve Alaimo was he was with Steve Alaimo as the Unknowns.
Okay, well, I guess they were unknown because I don't remember Steve Alaimo.
Well, here, you talk for a second,
Okay.
or I'll just look up Alaimo, see if he's in here, because I got some Chuck Alaimo stuff on MGM that, of course, I like good instrumentals.
Well, you know, while you're looking up him, I can always play Chicka Boom, Chicka Boom. Don't you just love it?
No, don't do that.
All right.
I don't see Alaimo, so wait, no,
Dewdrop.
never mind.
Daddy Dewdrop.
Daddy Dewdrop.
Yeah. Chicka Boom,
Chicka Boom, don't you just love it?
Yeah. And then we got Lobo, Me and You, and a dog named Boo. Okay. Got some big ones coming here, baby. Woohoo! Got some hits happening. All right, so Chicka Boom, we'll start that. Start
Chicka
off with that
Boom,
one.
Chicka Boom.
Hello. There we go.
Last night I had a crazy dream about a chick in a black bikini. Oh, she looked so good, she couldn't be real. She must be a magic genie, but she disappeared around the corner. All I saw were 3 doors and the top of her bikini. I made it through the first door, there was a party going on. I asked about the chick, but what they said was free. Chicka boom, don't you just love it? Chicka boom, don't you just love it? Chicka boom, don't you just love it? Chicka boom, boom, boom. I found the bottom part behind the second door, which took me to Africa, I presume. This really far-out cat was screaming half crazy. Boom, boom, balloon, boom, the long bam, boom. I said, hey man, cut that jive and tell me where the chick went. But he looked at me as spaced as could be and said these words, but I wonder what he meant. Chicka boom, don't you just love it? Chicka boom, don't you just love it? Chicka boom, don't you just love it? Chicka boom, boom, boom. Oh, don't you just love it? Don't you just love it? Don't you love it? Don't you love it? Oh yeah, don't you love it? Don't you just love it now? I opened the third door and there she was, and she whispered so sexy and low. Ooh, I tried to do the same and impress her with my style, but why I did this I'll never know. Chicka boom, don't you just love it? Chicka boom, don't you just love it? Chicka boom, don't you just love it? Chicka boom, boom, boom. Don't you know I chicka boom, don't you just love it? Chicka boom, don't you just love it? Chicka boom, don't you just love it? Chicka boom, boom, boom. Chicka boom, don't you just love it? Chicka boom, don't you just love it?
It's called the DJ pause.
I remember to this day the bright red Georgia clay, how it stuck to the tires after the summer rain. Willpower made that old car go. A woman's mind told me that's so.
and you and a dog named Boo.
And the Boo Publishing Company.
In the Boo Publishing. Yeah. That was his first hit for Lobo. And
Yeah, it was.
he had, reached top 5 in May?
Yep, top 5, and then he did "I Love You," "To Want Me," and "Don't Expect Me to Be Your Friend."
Yeah, it said
Made
he had,
number 2 and number 8 and 72.
yeah, it said he had 7 more top 30 hits.
Yeah, well, how many more?
7 top 30 top 30 singles. Yeah,
I got.
made it to the top 30 anyway.
Okay, I got. It sure took a long time. And How Can
Yeah.
I Tell Her? Hit the 20s. And
That's why I said top 30.
And then Don't Tell Me Goodnight and Where Were You When I Was Falling in Love in 75. And then there was a hiatus until 79. They both hit the top 20
Okay. So
in the 20s.
I guess they rewrote it then. It should be top 7 songs in the top 20.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7
Yeah.
in the top 30.
Okay. And then before that, we heard Chicka Boom, Don't You Just Love It?
Don't You Just Love It?
And that was it for him.
Yeah. And what did I say? He wrote for the.
Yeah,
the
for
com-
some cartoon.
Where is he? Daddy Drew. He songwriter for the TV cartoon series Sabrina and the Groovy Ghoulies. I remember seeing that
Do you?
on TV. The advertisements for it. Never watched it.
Oh, okay. Next, I don't remember. I remember with the Sabrina. She was a witch, wasn't she, or something? A teenage
Yeah.
witch or something like that.
Yeah.
Maybe my daughters used to watch it or something. I don't remember it, but anyway.
Here's a good one. The backside of that single is called John Jacob Jingleheimer Smith.
Where have I heard that name before? What was that? Isn't that some
Something
kind of a
sounds
poem?
familiar,
Isn't
doesn't
that
it?
some kind of a poem or something, or like
I
a
don't know.
limerick, or anyway? Here's a
This-
Beatles song that we might be able to get away with playing, but it's not done by the Beatles. It's done
Okay.
by Richie Havens, who of course Richie Havens was back. He was in the Woodstock and played in Woodstock in '69, and a different twist on it for "Here Comes the Sun." You ready for that?
Oh, that's
Are we-
right. Here Comes the Sun.
Are we
Yeah.
talking anymore, or will we play music?
No, there's nothing else we can say about that.
Little darling, it's been a long, long, lonely winter. Little darling, it seems like years since it's been here. Here comes the sun. Here comes the sun. And I say, it's alright. Little darling, the smiles are returning to the faces. Little darling, it seems like years since they've been there. Here comes the sun. Here comes the sun. And I say, it's alright. Little darling, I see the ice is slowly melting. Little darling, it seems like years since it's been clear. Oh, here goes the sun. Here comes the sun. And I say, it's alright. Here comes the sun, here comes the sun, here comes the sun, here comes the sun, and I say it's alright. It's alright. No, 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 no. It's alright.
if you taught today, you would have reached the whole nation. Israel in 4 BC had no mass communication. Don't you get me wrong. 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 Only wanna know. I wanna know. Only 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 wanna know.
Jesus Christ, Jesus Christ, who are you, what have you sacrificed? Jesus Christ, Jesus Christ, who are you, what have you sacrificed? Jesus Christ, superstar, who you can go up and say you are. Jesus Christ, superstar, who you can go up and say you are.
Tell me what you think about your friends at the top. Who'd you think besides yourselves the pick of the crop? Buddha, was he where it's at? Is he where you are? Could Muhammad move a mountain or was that just PR? Did you mean to die like that? Was that a mistake? Or did you know your messages would be a record breaker? Don't you get me wrong. 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 Only wanna know. Only wanna know. Only wanna know. I only wanna know.
Jesus Christ, Jesus Christ, who are you, what have you sacrificed? Jesus Christ, Jesus Christ, who are you, what have you sacrificed? Jesus Christ, superstar, who you can go up and say you are. Jesus Christ, superstar, who you can go up and say you are.
Jesus, I only wanna know. Tell me, don't get me wrong. I only wanna know. Jesus, Jesus, I only wanna know. Oh, tell me, don't get me wrong. I only wanna know. Oh, Jesus, I only wanna know. Ah, Jesus, I only wanna know. Oh, Jesus, I only wanna know. Oh, Jesus.
I think it's finally fading.
Yeah. We got the message. Ring them bells.
Murray had.
Murray had a head.
He played Judas in the Broadway version of Jesus Christ Superstar, right?
Murray did?
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't have that.
Oh, maybe he didn't. I never seen the Broadway version, so I don't know.
Me either.
It could be. I don't know. Anyway, that was the song from the. No, he had to be him because that song is on the album from the Broadway.
He says this appeared in the concept album, Jesus Christ Superstar. It appeared on it.
Oh.
Which means it was not only him, it was a bunch of other soundtrack things or something like that, I guess.
Well, he appeared on the album because he played Judas in Jesus Christ Superstar.
Okay.
And I got the album, or I've got of Jesus Christ Superstar, the Broadway, and I also have the soundtrack for. I was a big fan of the soundtrack. I mean, I remember watching the movie when the movie came out in 70 something, 73 or 72.
1970.
1970. Well, yeah, that's the Broadway.
That's the Jesus Christ Superstar rock opera.
Yeah, the Broadway version.
Okay.
And then it came out a couple of years later as a movie.
Okay.
Ted Neely played Jesus, and I forget who played Judas, but
Okay, that came out after he did this, is when he did that. Because this was all before.
right.
right? Am I getting it?
I guess so, yeah. I'll just say yeah. But anyway, yeah, I saw the movie. Anyway, I was just going to tell you, when I saw the movie version of it, there were people picketing outside because it was about Jesus, and they didn't want people to go see it.
I remember that.
They said it was
a little stink
sacrilegious.
about it,
Yeah. Well, to make a musical hippie type movie about
on a religious
background
theme, yeah.
So anyway,
And then he did One Night in Bangkok.
right. Which he
But
didn't
was
really
a
sing
singer.
too much in
It's
that
a
one.
singer actor, but he didn't sing that much in that one.
No, one night.
He didn't.
No,
I know he didn't sing in Jesus Christ Superstar that much. Well, I guess he did.
That
yeah.
was, yeah.
Yeah, that was him.
Yeah.
Almost sounds like a rap, right?
no. I thought he sang pretty good, but maybe
Okay.
not. I don't know.
And then One Night in Bangkok, he doesn't sing much on that one.
Well, of course, in the Broadway version and the movie version of it, it wasn't a whole lot of singers. The two singers that were really good were, well, in the movie version, the one that played Jesus, or Judas rather, was a great singer, and then Ted Neely, who played Jesus, he was a great actor too, but he was a great singer. And of course, the one that played Mary Magdalene, that was Yvonne Elliman, who also sang.
She had a couple of hits.
She had a couple hits in Saturday Night Fever, and she also had a time on the road with Eric Clapton in the Slow Hand album. That's the
Okay.
female that sings in the Slow Hand album.
Okay. Huh. Didn't know that.
The only reason I knew that is because I saw the concert back in whenever it was. But yeah. Anyway.
1971.
I'm trying to remember what you did
I
back
was
then.
I was just getting married.
I don't know.
January. I had just gotten married. No wonder I can't remember any of this.
You poor sucker. Got married that time.
50 years ago. Holy. 70, 80, 90, 2000, 10, 20. Yeah,
Yeah,
50
50
boy,
years
yeah.
ago. Yeah.
Yeah, we got married. I know we got married in 70 or 71 in November. This is January. I don't know. It was right around that time where I gave up all my freedom. That's where I got all these.
Take these chains from my heart and set me free.
Well, we just lost what
Yeah,
watchers we had.
53.
Watchers, who's watching it?
53 people that watch for 6 minutes. Yeah.
I
Anyway.
think the dog's ready to get up too. Wait, did we do the other guy?
Oh, no, we didn't. I don't
Richie Havens.
think. Richie Havens, yeah, okay.
Handsome Johnny and Here Comes the Sun. Well, Here Comes the Sun was a hit. The rest of them
Sorry. Yeah.
didn't make the top 100. Born in Brooklyn, New York, died of a heart attack. Black folk singer, guitarist, opening act of the Woodstock concert.
Yeah.
Boy, that was a good thing for him
Yeah.
to be the
He was the
opening act of
Yeah,
that.
and he got on the in the movie too. He was in the movie.
He's after that goes to show you what happened to him. He sang commercial jingles for Amtrak and McDonald's and others.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
He wasn't. You deserve a break today.
could be. He could be. It's what it says here.
Because he was a.
He sang commercial jingles for Amtrak, which I wouldn't have heard because I've never taken an Amtrak, but McDonald's and others.
Is
Okay.
is this his song "Freedom" in there?
No.
No, 'cause that's.
The backside
I think
of
that was the
Ingenuity?
song that he sang in Woodstock. I think it was called "Freedom." Anyway.
Okay.
Anyway, okay, so let's move on. When you're hot.
Wait a minute, I'm not done yet.
Oh, you're not done yet. Okay.
Okay, he was with the London Symphony Orchestra and English Chamber Choir from the 1972 rock opera album Tommy.
Oh,
So he did something in there too.
Okay.
Just happened to see that. Okay, keep going.
he was on the rock opera album. He wasn't in the movie.
It just says, Eyesight to the Blind. It hit the charts in at number 111 in 73. It says with the London Symphony Orchestra and English Chamber Choir from the
Wow.
1972 rock opera album Tommy.
Yeah, that was later when
So maybe he just sang the song that was in that.
Yeah. Well,
okay.
later on, Keith Richards did a Broadway version of it. Not Keith Richards.
Okay.
That's the Stones. But later he did a Broadway version of it, and I guess, or orchestra version. Anyway. Okay.
He
I'll
did-
shut up
he,
before I make myself look like a complete idiot.
In 76.
I think we already passed that point.
In 76, he did a cover version of "I'm Not in Love." Wasn't that 10cc?
Yeah, 10cc.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, you ready?
Yep, I'm ready.
All right. Here's a little. Oh, poop now.
What is it now? You're sure you know what you're doing?
No.
Okay. Superstar.
Okay,
no,
no.
whatever.
When you're hot, you're
When
hot.
you're hot, you're hot.
Jerry
When you're
Reed.
not, you're not.
Jerry Reed.
Okay. Love this song.
Son. Well, now me and Homer Jones and Big John Talley had a big crap game going back in the alley. And I kept rolling them seven and winning all them pots. My luck was so good I could do no wrong. I just kept on rolling and controlling them bones. Finally they just threw up their hand and said, when you hot, you hot. I said, yeah. When you're hot, you're hot. And when you're not, you're not. Put all the money in and let it roll again. When you're hot, you're hot. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. When you're hot, you're hot. Well, now every time I roll them dice, I'd win. And I was just getting ready to roll them again when I heard something behind me. I turned around and there was a big old car. He said, hello, boys. Then he gave us a grin and said, look like I'm going to have to haul y'all in and keep all that money for evidence. I said, well, son, when you hot, you hot. He said, yeah, when you're hot, you're hot. When you're not, you're not. You can explain it all down at City Hall. I said, yeah, when you're hot, you're hot. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. When you're hot, you're hot. Well, when he took us into court, I couldn't believe my eyes. The judge was a fishing buddy that I recognized. I said, hey, Judge, old buddy, old pal, I'll pay you that $100 all you if you get me out of this spot. So he gave my friends a little fine to pay. He turned around and grinned at me and said, 90 days, Jerry, when you hot, you hot. And I said, thanks a lot. When you're hot, you're hot. When you're not, you're not. You let my friends go free and throw the book at me. He said, well, when you're hot, you're hot. I said, well, I'll tell you one thing, Judge, old buddy, old pal. If you wasn't wearing that black robe, I'd take you out back of this courthouse and I'd try a little bit of your honor on. You understand that, you hillbilly? Who's gonna collect my welfare? Pay for my Cadillac? What do you mean, contempt of court?
I'm not hot anymore.
Don't pour your love out on me, baby. If you do, then I think that maybe I'll just lay me down, cry for 100 years. Don't pour your love out on me, honey. Take my heart, my soul, my money, but don't leave me drowning in my tears. You say you're gonna leave, gonna take that big white bird, gonna fly right out of here without a single word. But you know you'll break my heart when I watch you close that door, 'cause I know I won't see you anymore. Don't pour your love out on me, baby. If you do, then I think that maybe I'll just lay me down, cry for 100 years. Don't pour your love out on me, honey. Take my heart, my soul, my money, but don't leave me drowning in my tears. Haven't I been good to you? What about that brand new ring? Doesn't that mean love to you? Doesn't that mean anything? If I threw away my pride and I got down on my knees, would you make me beg you pretty please? Don't pour your love out on me, baby. If you do, then I think that maybe I'll just lay me down, cry for 100 years. Don't pour your love out on me, honey. Take my heart, my soul, my money, but don't leave me drowning in my tears. much I wanna do. I've got love enough for two, but I'll never use a girl if I don't have you. Don't pour your love out on me, baby. If you do, then I think that maybe I'll just lay me down, cry for 100 years. Don't pour your love out on me, honey. Break my heart, my soul, my money, but don't leave me drowning in my tears. Don't pour your love out on me, baby. If you do, then I think that maybe I'll just lay me down, cry for 100 years.
I'm gonna cry for 100 years.
Pour your love out on me, baby.
I think so, yeah.
Turn the mic on. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that reminds me of my prison years. I spent 5 years in prison, so it's something like that back in '70.
Yeah. You in prison, you wouldn't last. You wouldn't survive.
Well, I've been in prison. I have been in prison for 54 years. That's how long I've been married.
Oh, yeah, you've been married. Okay, yeah.
And that's where I lost it, right there.
I'll make sure that your wife gets a copy of the show.
Oh,
Anyway.
where do you want to start?
Well, Hamilton, Joe Frank, and Reynolds also landed their first hit in 1971, Don't Pull Your Love, a record that was so presumably honed. It makes Mark Lindsay's Arizona sound like a demo. That's what it says here. The trio.
No, back that up. I didn't understand that.
It was so perfectly honed.
Honed?
Honed,
Like
crafted.
Crafted, okay. Honing, to me, is like sharpening a knife blade. Okay, go ahead.
Anyway.
All right, go ahead.
So perfectly and sharpened like a knife blade.
Where were you getting this?
All right, it's on your little flyers here.
Oh, boy.
Anyway, where was I? Okay, so perfectly like it made Mark Lindsay's Arizona sound like a demo. The trio of Dan Hamilton, Joe Frank, and Tommy Reynolds had been the members of the T-Bones.
T-Bones.
Yeah.
Remember the instrumental they did?
Best known for the 1966 hit, No Matter What
No
Shape.
matter what shape.
Yep. No matter what shape your stomach's in. Anyway.
Right. Then Reynolds left the group in '72, and it was replaced by Dennison. But they kept recording until '76.
And they got a number one song.
And they did Falling in Love.
Yep.
And then the last two they did, they changed their names to Hamilton, Joe Frank, and Dennison.
Okay. It also says the following year, too, Glenn Campbell had a top 30 hit with a melody that included the ballad Don't Pull Your Love. So I don't remember that one.
I don't remember that one.
Yeah. But.
Well, Dennison wrote Daisy May and One Good Woman. And he also wrote Falling in Love.
Okay.
No, One Good Woman, Daisy May, Ann Hamilton, and Dan Hamilton wrote Falling in Love. That got to be his wife, right?
I guess.
Yeah, and then Ann and Dan wrote the last two. Then Ben Findon and Bobby Caldwell wrote the last two under Joe Frank. Hamilton, Joe Frank, and Dennison, the last two that were charted in '76. That was it.
Yeah.
After '76, they didn't do anything that we know. They didn't do anything that charted. And Jerry Reed, we've talked about him before.
Yeah, landed the second straight top 10 hit in July with When You're Hot, You're Hot.
When you're not, you're not.
Went on to greater exposure as Burt Reynolds' sidekick in the box office smash Smokey and the Bandit.
I think he made that show.
Yeah, he played Gator. Didn't he play
Yep.
Gator, or was that Burt Reynolds? Anyway, When You're Hot, You're Hot. It was number one on the country charts for 5 weeks and earned Reed the 1971 Grammy for Best Male Country Vocal Performance. Not bad for a novelty record.
Yep, country male vocal.
Which is kind of funny because Jerry Reed, he sang somewhat, but he was mainly a talker too.
Like Johnny Cash, you know.
But anyway.
He wrote Amos
fun.
Moses. He wrote When You're Hot, You're Hot. He wrote Coco Joe. He wrote Alabama Wild Man.
He wrote Guitar Man for Elvis Presley.
And he wrote, we discussed that before. One other one too.
Yeah.
U.S. Mail.
Okay.
U.S. Mail. He also wrote the Crude Oil Blues. He also wrote You Got a Lock on Me. And he didn't write She Got the Gold Man and I Got the Chef.
Oh, he didn't?
No, he didn't. Tim Du Bois.
What about The Bird? He had the one called The Bird or something like that too.
Lord, Mr. Ford, Coco, Honey.
Maybe that was just a country hit.
Let's see. Breaking Out. I'm Moving On. No. A Thing Called Love, and there's Guitar Man because it didn't hit the charts.
Yeah, yeah.
For him.
There's one called The Bird. I think it was just maybe just a country hit, but he buys this bird from a guy, and it sings like George Jones and somebody else. Remember that?
Yeah.
Yeah, and the bird flies away and goes back to his owner after the guy paid the money. Yeah. Anyway.
Then he did a song. He wrote a song called Hully Gully Guitar, and that's Jerry Reed and the Hully Gully Girlies. Pretty good. Good Night, Irene. I was going to say he didn't write that one.
No.
Soldier's Joy.
I think probably before he was even born, that song came out.
CMA, musician. Jeez, come on. Musician. 1771. I got to knock off these drugs.
Yeah, well, I think our eyesight's getting worse. I don't think glasses can help anymore. I don't know. But anyway, this next song was written, I think, by Paul Lindsay, but I'm not sure. Or Mark Lindsay.
What is it?
Paul Revere and the Raiders, whose top 40 hits.
Indian Reservation?
Indian Reservation. So I think he said that he wrote this song, and they did it, and it was their only #1 hit they had.
Okay.
But I'll read more. We'll just listen to the song.
Hang on a minute. Well, don't get all excited. We got all kinds of time.
We do?
We got the Raiders sitting. Come on. We got the Raiders sitting right here. Raiders. Rainbow. Raiders. I stick shift. No, there's something wrong there. Oh, got to see Paul Revere. Go ahead. Play the music.
Okay. Thank you.
I always like this song, too.
They took the whole Cherokee Nation, put us on this reservation, took away our ways of life. The tomahawk and the bow and knife took away our native tongue and taught their English to our young. And all the beads we made by hand are nowadays made in Japan. Cherokee people, Cherokee tribe, so proud to live, so proud to die. They took the whole Indian nation, locked us on this reservation. Though I wear a shirt and tie, I'm still part red man deep inside. Cherokee people, Cherokee tribe, so proud to live, so proud to die. But maybe someday when they've learned, Cherokee Nation will return, will return, will return, will return, will return.
That blew out the woofers. mean, the hell with repugnant and then get pubis and
Yeah, and some of the words they use in this thing are just like, I've never heard anybody use these words before.
somebody trying to make a
Masking
big deal.
underlying sadness and nothing new in the pop music.
I got guys on eBay doing the same thing with
Yeah.
their. I'm going.
Well,
Who the hell cares?
probably-
What condition is it in? How does it play? How does it look?
They're probably using AI. They're probably using the AI. Well, you put a few things down.
Back in the
use AI.
70s?
No, on eBay.
Oh.
Yeah, they're using AI on that, and it's writing it so it's the way it's sound. They want it to sound.
Yeah.
But this one, elaborate melody with punchy production with a pungent downbeat lyric.
Now, which one you talking about? Here comes the rainy day
Yeah,
feeling.
yeah,
Again?
yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Also released with bad side of town on the B side. So it was released twice. And there would be two different prices on that, the first pressing and the second pressing. They did Freedom Come, Freedom Go after that, which I remember, but their big hit was You've Got Your Troubles and I've Got Mine back in 65. I remember
Okay.
that one.
Yeah.
What it says about them is just there's 5 of them in the group. One of them died, some of them did this, and that was it.
Yeah, it says a lot on here, but I'm not reading what they got.
No, not when they got pungent
They just-
in there.
Yeah. Having a party went. Really bring everything back to July '71. Recorded put the Fortunes. Here Comes a Rainy Day Feeling again. The record is one of the seamless pop singles and seemed to come out every few months in the late '60s and early '70s.
Okay.
Anyway, what was the other one? Was
Paul Revere and the Raiders.
Yeah. And it wasn't Mark Lindsay that wrote the song, but
No.
it was the last song that Mark Lindsay did with
John
the
D.
Raiders.
Loudermilk, country.
Yeah.
He had a pop hit too. Language of Love
Yeah.
was a semi-hit for him, but he did a lot of country work.
But
There goes my stomach again. Yeah, knock it off, will you?
Anyway, he that was the last song that Mark Lindsay sang with Paul Revere and the Raiders
Right.
when he went on his own. That's
Yep.
what it was.
Yep.
Okay. But it was their only #1 hit they had. After that, it was just kind of downhill, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was kind of. Well, Birds of a Feather was the follow-up in '71, hit number 23. But
Oh, I
after
remember
that,
that
it was dee.
Yeah.
Oh, I remember Birds of a Feather.
Yeah.
I got that 45
Yeah, I remember
too.
that too. Yeah.
But,
Okay.
and Joe South wrote that one,
Birds of a Feather.
Birds of a Feather.
Oh, okay. All right. So we moving on here.
Yeah, what do we got? We got
We're gonna get it on.
Get
It On
It
and
On
Dragging
by
the Line.
Chase and Dragging the Line.
Yeah, Tommy
James.
James and the Shondells.
Yep.
I think it was just Tommy James then, wasn't it? Though, wasn't that? Yeah, just listed as Tommy James then.
Mm-hmm.
But
Okay, go for it.
All right.
I'm in the mood.
Okay.
I need your loving. I said I want your loving. I need you every minute of the day now. Girl, listen what I say. Get it on in the morning now. I want to when the
making a living the old hard way, taking and giving my day by day. I dig snow and rain and the bright sunshine. Dragging the line, dragging the line. My dog Sam eats purple flowers. Ain't got much, but what we got towers. We dig snow and rain and the bright sunshine. Dragging the line, dragging the line, dragging the line, dragging the line. I feel fine. I'm talking about peace of mind. I'm gonna take my time. I'm getting the good time. Dragging the line, dragging the line, dragging the line, dragging the line. Loving the free and feeling spirit of hugging a tree when you get near it, digging the snow and the rain and the bright sunshine. Dragging the line, dragging the line, dragging the line, dragging the line. I feel fine. I'm talking about peace of mind. I'm gonna take my time. I'm getting the good time. Dragging the line, 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 dragging Dragging the line. Dragging the line. Dragging the line. Dragging the line.
Why?
La,
No,
la,
nobody
la,
wants to hear
la,
us
la,
anyways.
I know.
Okay, now tell me what
Tommy
Dragon Line.
James, who led the Shondells to the long string of hits in the mid to late 60s, landed his only top 10 solo hit in August with Dragging the Line. The song was a serene, utopian account of life in the slow lane.
Okay, I'm going to embarrass both of us.
And contained
I got
one
a
of the
funny
year's
feeling we're
most-
going to have to go get the wives and not
I know.
this one.
It contained one of the most disarming pop lyrics, hugging a tree when you get near it.
I don't get it. Boy, who wrote this thing?
Tommy James.
No, I mean the pamphlet.
Oh, I don't know. Somebody from RHINO. Somebody said, well, yeah, write some good stuff about these artists and use really big words that nobody understands. Or nobody ever uses, I should say. Anyway. Oh, I'm caught. Oh, there we go.
Anyways, we established
We established
that Tommy James went on his own in 1970, sometime there, and Hanky Panky was the first song made number one in '66,
and that was
which
kind
was
of
supposed to be Tommy James and the Shondells, but they didn't have the original. That group was not. It was somebody else. It was Tommy James and a bunch of fly-by-nights. I guess.
it was a garage group.
Garage group,
it was
yeah.
Buddies. Yeah, his buddies from high school. So
And when
And
a DJ played it over and over, and it became
Yep,
a hit,
it
and
became a hit.
Tommy James went around, got you and me, said, "Let's call ourselves the Shondells."
Shondells, yeah. So yeah,
And they did not do good after he left in '70.
no.
No. Well,
Oh, after he left.
he did.
After
but,
he left.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah. Okay, yeah.
Okay.
Cause
What else was it?
Because Tommy James was part of Roulette Records, and the guy who was the head of Roulette Records was a gangster. I got there's a book. Tommy James wrote a book about his life as a Tommy James,
Okay.
and it was he took him a long time to finally get his money for a lot of the songs that he
Yeah.
wrote. I mean, he said he wrote, but I mean, he was like kind of like a little part of the song, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like Moni Moni, he came up with Moni Moni from looking over a balcony and seeing something that said Moni Moni, and it's like, let's call it Moni Moni.
Now I know what happened to Dragging the Line.
Yeah. So
Anyways, I also mentioned that the original version of Hanky Panky
he
was
still
on the Snap
performed.
Snap label. Huh?
Yeah, He's still performing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was the original Jeff Berry,
Yeah.
Hanky Panky on the Snap label, recorded as the Shondells, also released on the Red Fox number 110 in 1966.
Yeah.
So you got two. You got a Snap 102. Those two 45s there would be very interested to have.
Yeah.
I don't have either one.
Yep. And I'm sure your wife would not let you buy it.
No,
I'm
but
sure it'd be very expensive.
I did just buy a record. I haven't bought a record online in a long time.
Yeah.
I bought this guy had a real good, almost mint condition copy of Eddie Reardon's doing "Who Is Eddie."
Okay, I have no idea.
No, it's back in the '60s.
Yeah.
Who is Eddie? Who the
Oh.
heck is he? So he's talking about his girlfriend seeing somebody called Eddie, and
Okay.
you know how it went back then. in
Had
the
to
old
have
days.
that, did you?
Yeah, that was a good one. That was a good rocker.
Okay.
Because I bought 50, I paid 15 for it. I'm going to turn around and sell it for 48.
Oh, that's not bad. 15's not bad.
No.
Anyway, the other one was like, get it
did we
on.
do Chase? Yeah,
Yeah.
Chase. A jazz rock band organized by trumpeter Bill Chase,
Right.
who was born in '34 in Boston, Massachusetts, formerly with Woody Herman and Stan Kenton, which go way back into the
Yeah.
40s.
Which is really surprising. That was a pop hit.
Yeah, varying lineup. Chase, along with bandmates John Emma, Wallace, Jan, Walker Clark, they were all killed in a plane crash in 1974 near Jackson, Minnesota. And get it on. The tune ends, as you and I just heard, everybody did. Tune ends with the same notes as the opening notes of Enegata da Vida.
Yeah. That was pretty good. I never really noticed that. I mean, I always heard the song, but I don't remember that. Anyway, so yeah, kind of cool.
And then they did the next song they did was Handbags and Glad Rags, which only made number 84, so they called it quits.
Yeah, and that was a song that Rod Stewart redid.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay,
All right, next song. Ready?
go, set.
See how they run, taking a ride on an everyday flight to nowhere. Burning inside, it's a great place to hide themselves away. And you know, yeah, you know, yeah, you know, yeah, you know what they're doing. Can't they see? The dreams and the minds are the only things that bind them together. Serving a purpose till they turn it away for better. And you know, yeah, you know, yeah, you know, yeah, you know what they feeling. Game. Take it while you can, don't you give it to the man behind you. You can put it down till you pick it up again if you want to. And you know, yeah, you know, yeah, you know, yeah, you You know what you're doing. Friends all tried to warn me, but I held my head up high. All the time they warned me, but I only passed them by. They all tried to tell me, but I guess I didn't care. I turned my back and left them standing there. All the burning bridges that had fallen after me, all the lonely feelings and the burning memories. Everyone I left behind each time I closed the door. Burning bridges lost forevermore. Joey tried to help me find a job a while ago. When I finally got it, I didn't want to go. The party Mary gave for me when I just walked away. Now there's nothing left for me to say. All the burning bridges that have fallen after me, all the lonely feelings and the burning memories. Everyone I left behind each time I closed the door. Burning bridges lost forevermore. Years have passed and I keep thinking, what a fool I've been. I look back into the past and think of way back then. I know that I lost everything I thought that I could win. I guess I should have listened to my friends. All the burning bridges that have fallen after me, all the lonely feelings and the burning memories. Everyone I left behind each time I closed the door. Burning bridges lost forevermore. Burning bridges lost
What, they're all over? We played 2 songs?
That's it.
Okay, want me to read what I just read you about him?
Sure.
Okay, Mike Curb, born in 44 in Savannah, Georgia. Music mogul and
Yeah.
politician. President of MGM Records from 69 to 73. Billboard's producer with Don Costin as Orchestra of the Year 1972. Elected Lieutenant Governor of California in 78. Served as Governor of California in 1980. Formed own record company Sidewalk Records in 1964. Became Curb Records in 1974.
Yeah.
Billboard's Country Label of the Year in 2001.
Yeah, Curb Records was a big label.
Yeah, got a lot. I got quite a few 45s on. I can't remember some of the artists, but
I can't either. Anyway,
has some good ones there. Anyways, that was
wouldn't you say they were also the orchestra that played behind Sammy
yeah,
Davis Jr.?
that was the number 1 song they had. But I think it was Sammy Davis Jr. got the credit of the
Yeah.
number 1 song, but it was the Mike Curb congregation that was behind him.
Okay.
The
Right.
kids singing and stuff like
Right.
that. Yeah.
Candyman.
Of course, when I heard that song, the first thing that came to my mind wasn't candy, it was drugs.
Well, that's what most people thought. But
Yeah.
Yeah.
The
Anyway.
Candy Man. Oh, here we go. We gotta go
Yeah.
find this guy. I'm sorry, he's dead.
Look at this! Look at this! This white stuff
Oh,
goes up
what
your nose.
is- Yeah, what's this?
Okay. Anyway, the other song is Game.
What? What'd you say?
Yeah.
Okay, what was the
This
other
is
one we
this.
did?
Okay,
No,
all right,
you
all right,
wake
all right.
me up again. Red Hot Chili Pepper. Oh, no, it was something else we were doing.
Yeah,
Red Bone.
Eye.
No, was it Red Eye?
Red
Where's
Eye.
Red Eye? I don't know anything about Red Eye. Oh, Red Eye. Rock band formed in Los Angeles, California. Douglas Red Eye Mark.
Okay.
He must have been the candy man.
His eyes were red.
Yeah. Dave Hodges, guitar. Bill Kirkham on bass, and Bob Behrman on drums. Mark was a member of the Sunshine Company. I just put a record up by them, 45.
Really? I never
The
heard of
Sunshine
them either.
Company, yeah.
I
A
don't remember
little odd.
either one of those last two
It's
songs.
a little rare.
Yeah.
Games and Red Eye Blues. Games made 27, and the other one hit 78, and that was it.
I
Gone.
think it's like, RHINO says, well, we got to put 12 songs out
I know,
here.
I would pick something.
We'll pick something at the end, the weirdest stuff we can find. So there you go.
Yeah, but I did like the instrumentation, and
Oh yeah, I guess. Yeah.
yeah,
Like I
I
say,
like
it's like-
that was the best part of the whole record.
Yeah, the games kind of sound like you said, Crosby, Stills, Nash and
Nash
Young.
Young, yeah.
And then the other one, what was it called? Burning Bridges, kind of sounded like, the Candyman for one, but also sounded kind of like the Cowsills.
Cowsills, yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, so we're done. Are you ready?
That's it.
God, if people don't hang up now or turn it off now, I don't know what they're going to do. Anyway,
We're a couple of idiots, aren't we?
I got no more hearing in this ear. All right, so see you later. Reminiscing
I just called the
PTOZ.
dog, and she said, "What? I can't hear."
And we're doing super hits of the 70s. Have a nice day, volume 5. So we do 6 and 7.
6 and 7,
Yep, 6 and 7.
and
next week.
unfortunately, people, there's 20.
Yeah, 21 of them.
volumes.
Yeah. Anyway, well, they're more entertaining than we are. So there you
We
go.
had fun.
Yeah.
I had fun.
Okay.
At least my stomach
And
settled
we got
down a little bit.
and we got the audio of
You got the-
what you haven't heard, what you haven't heard when the mics were off,
Was when the mics were off.
and we might play. I might put that up on YouTube. Let's see what
Yeah.
happens there.
Oh, geez. If you put it up, we better leave the state.
I know, right?
Okay, we're out of here.
What's the answer to the question? Who are we? Why are we here? What happens when we die? Where do we go? Are ghosts real? Are there other worlds, physical, spiritual? These are just some of the questions we'll try to answer. And all we ask is that you keep an open mind.